Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is time for some trans memes. Let's go. Gender is a performance and I am on performance enhancing drugs. Yes? Honestly, normally I would kind of understand having an issue with performance enhancing drugs. But in this case, go for it. There's nothing wrong with wanting to pass, even if you live somewhere where it's safe to be trans. Everyone deserves to be happy with their appearance. Exactly. If you want to pass, that's cool. Honestly, I feel like for the most part, cis people forget that trans people even really exist. Because I don't look like stereotypically male. I'm really not that tall. But if I introduce myself, like, I started a new job recently and people aren't even questioning it. They just think I'm a normal guy. So apparently I pass. I wasn't even really going for it because I don't really care, but if you do, that's fair. If you care, you probably can, because people generally forget that trans people exist. Legit, like one of my new coworkers made a joke of like, oh yeah, my favorite childhood pictures are the ones where your parents dressed you as like the opposite gender, so like if you were wearing like a dress as a kid. And I was just looking at her like, right, yeah, that'd be funny. Why? Apparently even in my case, it's not obvious, so go for it. And I hope, I mean, not just trans people, but everyone can like learn to be happy with their appearance. When you wish someone could just decide your gender for you to stop you questioning, but then you realize that they already did that and you're not happy with it. I get the frustration, but yeah, someone else picking your gender obviously didn't work, you know? But has the concept of trans having choices gone too far? We've assembled this diverse panel of cis men in bow ties. I am so sick of old cis men wanting to decide everything for every group of people when they have no idea what it's like, obviously, because, yeah, but on top of that, they could never truly know what it's like, but if they would listen to the people that are in like a more marginalized group, they would do better. Honestly, this just gives very much like right-wing conservative politicians, hey, let's give away women's bodily autonomy because we know what's best for them type vibes, and I really don't like it. Just a reminder that Japan has an official IKEA mascot that's a Blaha in a suit. And my favorite part about him is that he has a framed picture of himself in his office. I'm highly offended that they cut this off. I'm very offended that they cut this off, but look at this. It's so cute. If you look this good, you're totally allowed to hang pictures of yourself in your office. Honestly, if you look this good, who's gonna complain, you know? Cis people, during summer, be dressed like this, but then complain about being hot and sweaty. Now imagine wearing like at least 2 or 3 layers to cover up certain parts that you want to cover up. Y'all, binding in summer. If you've ever worn a binder in summer, or even in winter, if this is like your first summer in a binder, you already know what I'm talking about, legit. It is so warm. It is so warm and uncomfortable. So I don't want to hear any half-naked people complain about being too hot. Come on. Gender affirmation from a normal source. No. I want this. I don't get it. I have never worn shoes. Honestly, they look very comfortable though. I don't think I've ever had shoes like this, but yeah. I feel like the only people I've seen with this specific type of shoe are lesbians. I'm just gonna say it. But hey, listen, if it makes you feel good about yourself and about your gender, then go wear them, I guess. Trying out new makeup. Your mom says it suits you. Your sister says you're better at it than her. Your dad says you look pretty. So cute. I love supportive families. This is really cute. This is really cute. Pills that make you physically weaker, make your back hurt, and make you gain weight. Trans femmes. Okay, listen. A lot of medications will have side effects, and not everything HRT does is gonna be nice or pleasant. But you know, as long as more things are good than bad, then it's fine. Like, honestly, the same with like testo for trans masks. Like, I think not everyone is gonna want the excessive body hair, or no one's gonna like the pimples, but it's still gonna happen. But it's fine, because you get the voice and the beard and everything probably with time, so it's fine. Come on. They tell us that there are so few intersex and transgender people in the world that their existence does not invalidate a strict sex and gender binary. But at least 99.9% of all atoms are either hydrogen or helium atoms. Does that mean that all the other elements can be dismissed as statistical noise? Yeah, this is just weird. Because didn't we have it in a previous video that it was like 1.1? Or almost 2 people in 100? It was between 1 and 2 people in 100 that are intersex. Which isn't even that little. And I'm really not sure about the statistic of transgender people. But listen, that's still a lot of people. Like, even if just like 1 person in 1,000 is trans, which actually seems way too low right now. But even then, with the entire world's population, that's still so many people, and you're just gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, it doesn't matter. Really? I thought gays are supposed to be bad at math. What are you doing? Me, California boy, circa 2010. I just don't understand why this song is so popular. Me, a California girl, circa 2022. Hell yeah, I'm a California girl too. Honestly, it was kind of a good song. I don't know, I haven't listened to it in forever, but it was a good song. Come on. But yeah. I guess it hits different as a girl. Are you a boy or a girl? Please don't ask me that question again, I might cry. Well, okay, let's not make people cry on purpose, please. Me, a trans person. Zips up just for a hoodie. Family gathering, here we go. Oh my god. And honestly, I've read this tip once that someone did, like, when they had to go to like family gatherings, and I think they were like even still closeted and had to, like, I think it was a trans guy, and he had to like wear a dress and like high heels and everything, and he pretended to be undercover, and that he couldn't give away his true identity because no one could know who he is, and that's why he had to pretend to be someone else, and that helped him get through it. So I just thought I'd put that out there. I really liked it. It was really cute. But yeah, that's why I said I love supportive families, because if you have a supportive family, you don't need to suit up like this. Why can't my voice just match the way I look? I look cute. I just sound like a 45-year-old man who has smoked his entire life, has gone through 3 divorces, has 6 kids, and I'm 14, not 45. I'm really sorry. And that's why I'm a fan of puberty blockers, because that way will not drop anywhere that low. I'm really sorry. I know voice training sucks. I'm really glad I don't have to voice train, but it will help. But yeah. On the positive side, there are also like a lot of cis women who just kind of sound more masculine, if you want to put it that way, who have kind of like a lower, more raspy voice. So I hope you'll be fine. Every legend has a weakness. Samson. Oh no. Achilles. Oh, that. Me. Skirt. Well, skirt goes spinny. And that's honestly a very understandable weakness. I wasn't having fun on my first puberty. Pre-assigned male above puberty. Adam's apple. No. Increased body hair? No. Deeper voice? Honestly, it always seems strange to me how people can be excited about puberty and look forward to puberty. Then I realized I was trans, and then it made a whole lot of sense. Because then I was actually really excited to start T, because I was like, yes, give me second puberty. I want second puberty. But first puberty, we don't want first puberty. We just want second puberty. I'll be able to start medical transition in a few months. Thinking of all the legal hurdles and transphobia I'll have to endure for months or probably years to actually get started. Yeah, I mean, you definitely do need a lot of, like, psychologists. You need, like, in Germany at least, like, I think 6 months of therapy to even get hormones. You technically need 2 psychiatrists to do, like, a full examination and have to pay for your own court trial, usually, to get, like, your name and gender marker changed. You need, I think, a year of therapy at least, for any type of surgery. It's kind of a lot. And I'm really glad I'm through with that. And then your health insurance can still be a dickhead for, like, in my case, like, sometimes you, like, put in the request, so they, like, take over the costs of the surgery, and they usually decline it once, and then you write, hey, this is bullshit, reconsider, and then they accept it. For me, that kind of went on, like, 4 or 5 times over the course of 8 months or 9 months. And I already had a surgery appointment, so that wasn't fun. I almost ended up paying it myself because I called them and was like, listen, my surgery is next week. I'm going to pay for it myself. Can you, like, give me the money back afterwards? And then they suddenly got an answer very quick of accepting that they were actually going to pay for it. It was really weird. 10 out of 10 don't suggest. It was really nerve-wracking, but yeah, it is kind of a lot. Me, pre-transition. I'm 6'1". I'm so tall. I'm too tall to wear heels. I'll never be able to wear them and not look like a freak. Me, 1.5 years later. I wear 3-inch heels to intimidate and step on puny bigots. I'm a tall and elegant goddess. Look, but don't touch, boys. Yeah, that's fair. Go for it. I mean, with my height, wearing heels would be actually a good idea, but yeah, honestly, who gives a shit? If you want to wear heels, go wear heels no matter how tall you are. I don't know if I want bottom surgery. I mean, if I could take a pill and wake up with the healed results, I'd do it in an instant, but I'm not sure I want surgery. Okay, this is probably the most relatable post, because I can honestly understand not wanting to do it. Because the amount of complications for bottom surgery, like, specifically, top surgery is, like, usually fine, right? They're, like, it can happen, of course, but it happens very rarely. But with bottom surgery, it seems to happen, like, more often. And I can honestly understand it, because I think for trans guys, it's, like, at least 2 or 3 separate surgeries sometimes. And then the complications can also be very annoying, and the healing process is just long, and it hurts, and I can understand not wanting to go through that. And honestly, I think all of us would like magic pills or, like, a fairy godmother for certain things, you know? Waiting for my appointment at the gender clinic. Yeah, which is why it's so funny, and when I say funny right now, I mean frustrating, when transphobes are like, oh, well, we don't want the kids to, like, you know, tempt the kids, and then suddenly they're getting surgeries and stuff, and it's like, dude, A, that's literally not how it works, and secondly, even for, like, psychologists in Germany, you have at least 2 or 3 months waiting time, and a lot of, like, gender clinics in the US, I've heard of, like, 2 years. or like at least a year. Y'all, no one's like walking into the doctor one morning because I woke up and felt like, hey, you know what, I want to go on hormones or I want surgery. That's literally not how this works. What are you doing? Pharmacists explaining to me that one of the side effects of estrogen is the development of mammary glands. Me, that's why I'm here. Is this some kind of American meme I'm too German to understand? Because in Germany, I don't think they even would explain it to you because they know that your doctor already explained it to you while prescribing it to you. The only thing they do is write the doses, or like a lot of times they write the doses from like the doses you're supposed to take on the actual package of the meds. They do that a lot. But I know wait, don't you have like the orange pill bottles with the label already on? Then it's already written on there. But yeah. Well, for trans femmes, that's literally kind of the point. I mean, they don't call them tittle skittles for like no reason, you know? No one here knows that my dick, a cloth packer, has baby pandas on it. I have never wanted to see anyone's dick this badly. Baby pandas are just cute. I just want to see baby pandas. That's cute. But maybe don't tell anyone there because then they'll all want to see a dick because, you know. Me, happy after buying something remotely masculine. Yes. My mom telling me she'll throw herself in front of a car if I turn myself into a boy. I wasn't aware I'm on insane parents. What? Ah, we love good parenting. What are you doing? Your whole job as a parent is to take care of your kids and make sure they do what's good for them and they're happy. And legit, this is kind of the opposite of that. I can understand being cautious, right? And being worried about your kids, obviously. But this is some very manipulative BS. Get the hell out of here. Go get professional help and don't burn your kid with this. They're a kid. They're not equipped to deal with this. Come on. Me, I am unstoppable. Voice dysphoria. Dysphoria in general is very annoying, but voice dysphoria is probably one of the worst ones. Like, especially for trans fans, because if you're transmasc or like non-binary and want to go on T, you know that it'll get better. But that looks painful. Hi everyone, I did it again. I managed to make my video entirely too long. So I'm gonna split it again. So I hope you enjoyed part 1, and I'll release part 2 tomorrow.